Hello, dear friends. A warm welcome to each one of you to the International Fabtalks Show 2023-24. Today, we have a beautiful guest who's ready to share her time and experience with us. She is such a beautiful individual. She has angelic qualities where she wants to inspire people with her thoughts, with her ideas, and of course, creating a greater impact in the world. She's a young journalist working for The Hindu. And as well, she's an actress. And as well, she's been contributing so much on the field where people really admire her for her skills, for being so kind to the people who ever come in contact with her. And in fact, we from the International Fab Talk team would love to thank her for accepting our invitation today and joining us. So I'd like to invite on stage today Aishwarya Lakshmi from Hyderabad, who's presently working for the Hindu newspapers. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the warm welcome. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yes. Dear friends, we'd like to inform you that even Aishwarya ma'am, she is a model and she's been modeling for many brands, and that's really great for her to grace our stage. We are very happy, and so let's begin with our interview session. Ma'am, with your permission, may I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool. That's really nice. Yes, dear. I would like to ask you the first question. How would you define yourself? Who is Aishwarya Lakshmi? Who is the real you?
So I would like to describe myself as very creative, very communicative, and quite an active individual. And I am very sensitive by nature, so I have to stay very close to art so that it can probably, make me. I think sensitive nature and art go close to one another. So that's what I call myself.
Yes, ma'am, we've heard that you've even acted in a few films. Could you just enlighten us about it, please?
Yes. So I also tried to explore wanting to be an actor. Apart from doing theater and plays, I got a couple of roles in movies. Like I started out with doing a very minor role in Dear Comrade, and post that I did a role in a web series called Locked, and then I also acted in a very important, prominent role in a film called Playback. All of them have been released on AHA, and post that I studied my journalism, and currently I'm working for the Hindu.
Brilliant, ma'am. Brilliant. That's really nice. We are so happy to know that you're multi-talented. I remember the same bubbly, cheerful little girl, and you're the same, full of life, full of energy. Yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, I'd like to ask you a question. How do you manage stress? How do you de-stress? As you're now on the professional front, how do you de-stress?
Stress, actually, I personally feel that each one experiences stress a different way, and each one deals with it also very differently. I basically start overthinking and overanalyzing if I come across any uncomfortable situation, or even so, I have to vent out to a close friend who understands me deeply. So I have to wait until the other person gets free, and then I have to share all that I'm going through. Probably sometimes people listen to music, and they kind of try to de-stress themselves. So for me, probably, yeah, I have to either vent out or listen to some songs and de-stress myself. Yes.
Wow. Great, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that, ma'am. Ma'am, how were you as a little kid? Mischievous or very humble, obedient, naughty? What kind of a kid were you?
Me, I was a very talkative kid, and I went to girls' convent, so there's too many talkative girls in one section. So I don't think I got noticed as a hyper girl. I was mostly into creative stuff. So you were my teacher, so you know me so well. So I was very studious, always wanting to be in the top three. I was also into painting, music, and always like trying to put myself into. My mom also pushed me into a lot of co-curriculars. So I think I was not a naughty girl. Probably I was not a very punctual girl, not on time every day, was late to school and all, but I was not a naughty girl. I think I was a very to myself, mostly to myself.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing, ma'am. Thank you for going down memory lane and having those beautiful memories brought back on our stage. Thank you, ma'am. Dear, who is your inspiration or role model?
Inspiration, role model. I particularly don't have a single person whom I emulate. It keeps changing. I try to take qualities in somebody whom I look up to, and I think nobody has this perfect version of themselves. So you like a certain qualities of one person, and there's something else we see in other person. So I really had many idols I looked up to, but there wasn't any single person per se for me. So yes, there's so many people to get inspired from, including celebrities and also people in and around you, your gurus and teachers and a lot of them.
Great, ma'am. Great. Thank you for that answer, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, do you read books? And if yes, which is your favorite book?
Yes, I used to read a lot before in my childhood. Now I'm not a. I don't call myself a bookworm or I'm an avid book reader. I follow a lot of articles and I keep myself upgraded through a lot of articles. But favorite book, I say. Um, See, I am not able to recollect anything because it's been a long time I read a book. So yes. Uh,
Okay, okay, I could change that for you. I could change that. I will give you a little comfort. Could you remember any incident which is really still in your mind, fresh in your mind, a positive incident? Anything that you saw, anything that you saw and you still remember?
okay.
You can't hear me? Could you just try once again? Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, yes. Could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I'll repeat the question. Do you remember any incident, a positive incident, which is still fresh in your mind? Would you like to share that? Maybe you saw a little puppy, or maybe you saw a little bird, or maybe a vendor where you felt really good.
I think there's a cat downstairs where I'm living. Kittens. So, in fact, I brought home a small, tiny kitten. It's just a 1 day old kitten, and mother's abandoned it. I don't know why. It has its own kittens, and it forgot its own kitten. So I waited for a day, thinking mother will return and take care of it, but mother didn't return, and it was squeaking and screaming. And so I brought it home. I mean, and then I started taking care of it since day one, like small, until it even has its umbilical cord. So I never saw such a small kitten in my life ever. So I took care of it, and now it considers me as its mom. So it's a different feeling. It's like I'm already a mother to a tiny kitten. So now I have a cat at home.
Oh,
So that's a
nice.
very.
Yes. Did you name it? I mean, is it a he or a she?
Hello.
Yeah. Did you give it a name?
I named it Kitty.
Oh, okay. The kitten.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah. I named it Kitty.
Kitty.
Like Kitty, because I think that's a little sketchy for the kitten to also respond. I tried calling it Marble, but it didn't respond. Like Marble, it was not responding. Kitty, it was responding. So I was like, okay, kitten's name is Kitty.
Very nice. Beautiful, ma'am. Thanks for sharing that experience, ma'am. How would you like to be remembered in the world?
How would I like to be remembered in the world as this girl who lifts spirits up, who's always uh, full of life, and I probably am this. People think I'm this very funny girl, weird, funny, crazy. So yes, I think that's what it's already, that energy is already there out. So yeah.
That's nice. And you're very humble and down to earth. That's what we like you for, being so humble and kind. And above all, you've accepted our invitation at short notice. And that makes you really special.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
ma'am,
much.
for being so humble. Yes, dear. We go on to the next question for you. Which is your favorite movie?
There's so many favorite films. It keeps, as I keep watching a new film, then I probably like. Uh, but I probably go back. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. You're audible. You can't hear, ma'am? I guess if you could.
Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, yes.
So there's so many films I actually like. Probably to take. I love this film of Bradley Cooper.
Ma'am, I guess your voice is breaking a little, ma'am. Your voice.
Am I audible?
Now audible. Now. Yeah, just a minute, dear team. Maybe we'll adjust and get back to you. Our audience, our guest has a little technical snag over there. All done? Just a second, please.
I can't.
Yeah, you can hear me now? Okay, just a minute. We'll get back to that. Yes, friends, our question was, what was her favorite movie? Who's this her? It's our guest. It's Aishwarya Lakshmi. So we'll ask her, what was her favorite movie or what is a favorite movie at the moment? So let's see what's the answer we get from our guest. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm complete movie buff. I love to watch a lot of films. So my movies, is a huge list of films I probably love. I love the Bradley Cooper's movie. I think there's so many films I have to list out. And I'm a 90s kid, so we love all the initial early 2000s films, which probably are like etched on our minds, and we want to go back and watch a number of times, and we don't get bored at all. So I cannot tell you one, two movies. There's so many in number. So yeah,
Okay, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for sharing. Ma'am, if you had a chance or if you have a holiday or maybe you have a maybe 10 to 15 days holidays or maybe 1 month, where would you, which area would you select like as your favorite destination? Where would you like to go for a holiday? Which destination would you choose?
I would like to I would like to go reporting to Africa. I would really like to go and report, do some documentaries, and go down and go to Namibia, go there and do some documentaries and cover the Nile River, and probably also go for the safari and talk to the localites, and also do some reporting for my journalism, make a documentary. And also I love to go to it's on my mind actually. I really want to go around Cambodia and cover all these Laos and Vietnam and all those countries as well. So yes,
Great.
so many.
Yeah. I get it. You'd love to holiday and at the same time you'd love to make it more professional as well and document a lot of things. That's really nice to have a first-hand view of everything, document it and use it for her professional purpose as she is a journalist. We get that, ma'am. I understand. And what I love the most is the way you have that adventurous spirit, adventure, work, and as well as excitement. Very nice. Beautifully put it, ma'am. What is that one thing you like about your own self?
With myself?
Yeah.
I think I'm a very, I have a deep level of understanding people. I'm very curious also to know people. So even with strangers, the connection just happens. So many strangers whom I've come across who have become very close friends of mine, and they share all their things to me. Not like an agony aunt, no, but they try to share things with me, and I gel with them. So yes, I think there's this deep understanding of people and everybody. So that makes my connection stronger.
Beautiful. Very nice, ma'am. Really, that's really nice. I really like the way you put that in. And that is a rare thing. It doesn't happen with everyone. Many of them don't find that within them. They find it difficult to connect, but you are very approachable.
Yes, very approachable.
That
I
is
think
your
that's
USP, yes.
from my mother. My mother is probably this very friendly, happy person who loves to talk and interact with people. So I think it's a trait. Yes.
Great. That's really nice. Ma'am, were you interested in sports and games when you were a kid? Do you have any special sport which you still,
So yeah, actually, I went to schools which had very big grounds. Like all the Montfortian schools, they are known for having biggest grounds. All say in other schools, everybody have good big grounds. But I was mostly I would like to play badminton. That's all. I think that's the only sport I'd like to play. And cycling, I would use to cycle a lot. Take my cycle to a lot of around. Now that I've gotten my two-wheeler and now four-wheeler, I barely take my cycle out. But yes, if cycling can be a sport, yes.
Great, great. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what is the change you would like to see in the world?
I think people should stop being too self-centered and take themselves too seriously, and that self-importance should actually come down, because this relatively so many people have achieved much more than you, and there's so many people who have seen much worse than you and still are trying to live every day like their life has ended, but still they're pushing themselves to still live. And still there's so many people who take themselves too seriously for the positions they have attained, or for whatever they are. And I think that has to come down. That narcissism in the world, that has to actually come down. People should become more self-aware, and I think people should become more spiritual, become less uh, materialistic and less self-importance. And so yes, that's what I kind of want to see the world.
Beautiful, ma'am. That's very nice. Very inspiring. I love the way you put that so nicely and you put it across very clearly. Yes, ma'am. Do you have any dream projects for the future? If you would like, you could share it with us, or you could keep it a secret. Just you can answer yes or no.
Dream projects, yes. I don't have a dream projects. I have dreams in my mind which I would like to accomplish, and it's just one dream I would like to accomplish. But until you achieve it, it's better you keep it to yourself and then let the world know about it. Yes.
Yes, dear. Very nice. Ma'am, could you differentiate between smart work and hard work from your perspective?
Yes. So if you like doing something, if you love doing something, you don't feel it like hard work at all. You might be working day in and day out, and you might be spending, even sacrificing your sleep for it, or might be, you don't feel it like hard work. And that is what exactly is called smart work. When there's nothing like hard work is everything. You can smartly put in your effort, smartly categorize and channelize your energies and do what you love, and then probably your hard work is makes some value. So yeah, there's nothing like hard work. Everything is smartly.
Yes, dear, we get that. Yes, both go hand in hand, maybe. And if you
And
love your work, it's not hard work, it's like smart work. You could transform that into.
yes.
Yeah, beautifully put in, ma'am. Intelligently put in, I should say. You put that very intelligently. You've answered that. Ma'am, what brings a smile on your face often?
Of
Is
food.
it Kitty? Is it Kitty?
No, food. My
Food.
kitten and I are food lovers, so
Okay.
I get excited about food. Like if somebody gets something smelling aroma, so I think I'm excited about food. And I think cats also, they love food. They only love their owners for food. So yes, kitty also, and also my food.
Great, ma'am. Ma'am, any weakness you have? Do you find yourself weak on certain occasions, or maybe chocolates or ice cream like that? Do you have a weakness for anything like that?
Yeah, food only is my weakness. And food, yeah, I can't stop myself from not eating desserts, especially cakes. Not ice creams, actually. I love cakes. Pastries.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, are you scared of anything?
I was terribly scared of failure until failure actually happened. Then I'm like, now something. I don't say I don't scare things, but let's cross the bridge when you actually come there. That's the mentality, or that's the spirit I've ingrained in myself.
Great, ma'am. If you weren't a journalist now, as well as an actress and model and a theater artist as well, as I've understood that you've even worked with the theater group, right? And you performed very well. If you weren't all of these, what would you have been?
I haven't clearly understood the question, ma'am.
Okay, let me explain. At present, you're a journalist, right, ma'am? And as well an actress, you're a model, you're a theater artist, etc. Now, apart from this, if at all you wouldn't have become all of these, if you weren't a journalist, weren't an actress or a model or a theater artist, what would you have been?
Oh, if not for all these, what would I have
Yeah.
been? I think I would have been an illustrator. I would have been in visual communication. And I think broader perspective, everything comes down to the same thing. I don't think I can see myself not doing all of this, because I have tried 100 things and then I finally landed into this. So, so I think the broader perspective, I would have been in the creative
field.
I would be pursuing creative things only. Yes.
Great, great. Very nice. You'll be in the creative zone, creative field. That's very nice. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Which is your favorite color and why? What color really inspires you or, attracts you?
My favorite color is the turquoise blue. I just love that color, and I also love this bottle green one which
Oh, great.
I think they're all like nice peppy colors. Yes, I love them.
Ma'am, as a kid, as a school child, as a school student, what was your favorite subject?
English and social. I scored 100. You were my social and English teacher. I scored 100. I was always good in languages. I used to score the highest in the languages and also social. And not in maths and physics and chemistry. I would lose some marks here and there, but languages I would be really doing well.
Great, dear, great, ma'am. Very nice. Thanks for sharing, ma'am. Ma'am, any message for the youth, the youngsters, the young students, and for each one of us? Any special message from your side?
From what I regret in my life, or from what I wanted to learn, which I would have learned a little earlier, not that I'm much older, but at least, I feel that you should go after what you want, and you should live your life for yourself, not for others. Because nobody is bothered about how much you're not liking what you're doing, or how much you're suffering in doing something you don't like. Everybody's bothered about results, or finally that's what matters to them. So you better focus on your happiness. You focus on your and also setting boundaries, not letting toxic people in. And you should know, you can be nice to people, but not overly nice. That can kind of they treat you like a doormat. You should value yourself enough, I think. And yes, this, and don't stick to a wrong thing for too long. It's you regret mostly about for sticking to too long when you're not like. For example, somebody puts some curry or dal in your plate. You eat and you don't like it. Then you will immediately say, I don't like it. The same should be adopted in everything. You don't like it, don't force yourself doing it. I mean, doesn't mean you don't do it at all, or I mean, situation wise, it's don't beat yourself up for something which is not right for you, or to prove somebody else. I think focusing on one's happiness is what I would advise, and go follow your passion.
Great, great. Thank you, ma'am. I really like it, the way you put it. And I thank you for giving that beautiful message. Have boundaries, follow your passion. And if you don't like something which is going on in your life, Do not take abuse, avoid toxic relationships, and avoid toxic people, and stay safe from manipulation. And that's
Correct.
what our, yes, ma'am, that's what our guest conveyed just now. A beautiful message for all of us. Yes, ma'am, the next question is here. Your favorite quote or proverb? Which one always comes to your mind instantly?
So I follow a lot of, psychology-based stuff on my Instagram and my Facebook, and I keep getting a lot of things. And so I think there's this thing which I realized: you have to enjoy the process of what you're doing instead of waiting for the results. When you enjoy the process, result will automatically come. If you see the results and doing it, then you're not enjoying the process. What's the point? So that is something which I really started implementing very much. You have to like what you're doing, and also self-awareness. Start focusing on yourself. Self-awareness. There's nothing. I think these days proverbs and quotes are just randomly coming from different people. Psychologists put so many new quotes. There's so many of these people like Jay Shetty. So many Jay Shettys across the world.
Yes.
So yes, so many proverbs and quotes. Yes. So
yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing that. Thank you, ma'am. I have a cup in my hand. Now, I'd like to ask you to look at it like this. Is your cup half full or half empty? How would you look at it?
I would whine about it for being half empty, for sure, and then we bring the remaining half. Whining would be there because half empty is there. So, but yes, you'll really enjoy the remaining half full.
Great, great. Thank you, ma'am. Very nice. I love the little smile and the laughter that you brought. You've, energized our platform today. Thank you so much, dear. How many languages do you know, ma'am?
So I can speak Telugu, Tamil, English and Hindi. My dad's a Kannadiga, but we just eat Kannada food and follow Kannada culture, but we didn't learn the language. But I think I can say Butler Kannada. I can understand Kannada. Yeah, but I can speak 4 languages.
Great, great. Ma'am, are you a good listener or a speaker or both?
I have to shy away from this question because I talk a lot. So I'm very impatient to listen. But these days, I have a lot of friends of mine are telling me, Aishwarya, you've calmed down, you've changed. So I think I have started listening. So I think I would say 60% talking, 40% listening.
Great, very nice. Justice done. Yes, yes, dear. Ma'am, if you had a superpower, if you were given an opportunity to have a superpower with you, what would that be?
Superpower, I should have this power, like in Green Mile, there's this actor who touches people and can heal people from their all their illnesses and even mental illnesses, and he can read people by the touch. He can read them. I feel like I should have healing powers, where I see somebody, all their agonies and illnesses and everything should be healed, and then I should release it out, like same like that Green Mile. It's a wonderful film, Tom Hanks, and so I think I should have healing powers.
Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. I really like that answer. Very nice. I wish each one of us, have this healing power and heal each other than having hatred and, creating.
Yeah, not just illnesses, even insecurities, hatred,
Yes.
jealousy, all these negatives which are in your head. I think all these also should probably anger, sticking to past. Good memory is sound memory is good, but you kind of remember too much of your past as well. That even that also can be erased. That also, if you have a power, erase memories. So yes, I think that's the best superpower ever.
Great, great. Our guest would love to be a healer, would love to heal all kinds of emotional, mental, and physical pain and bring back a normal balance in the universe. That's a beautiful angel here with us, without wings, of course. But yes, we could see the invisible wings, ma'am, at this moment. Thank you so much. Yes, dear. The next question for you is, from this very second and the next 50 years that are ahead, from this very moment and till the next 50 years, what type of changes you want to see in the world? Or you could also say like this, what type of changes could be there, or what would you like to see?
I think world has changed in this 25 years of my life already. Like, there was a time when we didn't have social media, and then social media was just come, and then social media is the only thing which is existent. So now again, people have reduced social media, and then the new gadgets have come. So technology is constantly evolving. Um, we cannot run away from it. We have to just make sure we are financially equipped to also match up to the new gadgets which are coming. And also, I feel even if it is, there's so much of this technological advancement, or a lot of running for your career and all that, there should also be this place around us. We need to be around such kind of a place where we can go back to being old school, go back to being this 90s or this 80s people, or early 2000s or whatever, where we have human connections, have a balance of both. I think because these days people are becoming more and more lonelier. They're becoming very self-centered, and just going to office and coming back home, or I think that has to the next 50 years is gonna get crazier than it is now. It's gonna be like a horse race or rat race, and whatever race you call it. So apart from running the race, you also have to take a break like the tortoise. Let the hares run, let the tortoises walk, but still, like the hare, take a rest, and then again you can go running. Is what I feel. Yes.
Yes, dear, I get that, ma'am. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, dear, for that. Dear, ma'am, I'd like to ask you this. If at all you had a time machine in your hand, and you had the capacity to just, at the click of a button, you would get a chance to go into the past and relive somebody's life, which personality's life would you want to relive? Only on the imaginative level. Yes, dear?
Yeah, I would live my mom's life for sure. I would take my mom's life, and I would just be like, I would just make sure that she prioritizes herself than everybody else around her, and she fights against the patriarchy and misogyny which is existing in and around her, whether in family or outside and all that, and focuses on her career and her mental health and
Great.
physical health and everything.
Great.
So
nice, beautiful, very nice. Ma'am, should we prioritize mental health in schools, colleges, workplaces?
absolutely, absolutely. I didn't know. I mean, the awareness for mental health has become rampant, but not that everybody is becoming aware. I mean, those who understand the pain, or they understand what it is, are probably becoming more vigilant and about it. But otherwise, there are so many people who are in denial that they are actually in going through some stress, or going through some kind of conflict in whichever areas, whether in school also. So high school, when you come to high school, or the transition from high school, then 11th and 12th, from 9th to 12th, this pressure is too much. There's a lot of pressure, and peer pressure, performance pressure, and next what to choose and all that. That paves way for the what you take for your bachelor's, and then what you take next on whatever. So I think mental health has to be prioritized. I mean, a lot of actually, I really feel that if you take my case, because I look very cheerful, I look very active and bubbly, or I look like I can sort things by myself. A lot of people around me didn't really think that I needed support, but I actually always needed support. That is a facade I put for myself to be active and talkative. Doesn't mean that I'm too strong. I have my vulnerabilities. So like that, likewise, somebody who's very silent to themselves. So I think it is to the elders to also observe, or how the child is, and what kind of an environment he or she is. So mental health has to be prioritized, not just in schools, in every place, at home also. We all need breaks. We all need to do what we love. And as a family also, all of us have to, I think we all need to prioritize our physical and mental health. Yes.
Great, Aishwarya. Great. Beautiful. Well answered. And you answered so honestly. And you really made us, jump up from our chair and, become alert. And yes, many of them are in denial to accept certain things, to accept the fact that, yeah, they are hurting inside. They just want to put up a happy, image out. But inside, yeah.
And there are so many people who don't know that they are in denial. I mean, even if you want to wake them up, they don't want to. So we cannot do anything to those people. Like, dude, I mean, all we can just be is pray or wait for them to awaken themselves. One day, probably, they might realize it. So until then, we cannot bring change. If somebody wants to bring it themselves, we can push it or help and give some hand. We cannot go and bring it in somebody. I don't think that's possible. So we just have to pray, or we just have to wait until people awaken themselves, or realize it. That's all.
Yes, dear. Like just bringing the horse to the water, but you can't make
you cannot make it drink water. Yes, exactly.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, how do you look at this question? Constructive criticism, how do you take it? Or how will you explain it for us?
So, constructive criticism, what I personally feel is genuinely putting forth what can be improved on, or what can be worked upon, whether it is a career, or whether it is in personality or anything. The other person should either be an expert in that particular field, or should be have deep level of understanding and knowledge about it. Even in person, if somebody wants to come and tell me, Aishwarya, I think you need to do this less, do this more, or whatever, a person should know me in and out. That is when you can have the rights and capacity to give constructive criticism. Otherwise, you're blatantly putting forth what is running on your mind, and it can come across as very rude, or it can come across as blunt, and I think that is a very, and not everybody is ready to take constructive criticism. Constructive is another thing, nobody is ready to take criticism. So better put it nicely, better positively put the same sentence, praise what is good, then say, you can work upon these, and that's when people will take it with a pinch of salt. Otherwise, nobody wants to just slap on the face. Nobody wants to take it. That's what I feel. Yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Very well, ma'am. A round of applause for this answer. Very nice. Thank you so much. Ma'am, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
Thankfully, I'm not a Scorpio born, I'm a Leo born. So, I don't want to get into zodiacs now, but I cannot forgive people that easily if they hurt me deeply, because I give 101 chances. And then finally, if I resort to holding a grudge, then it will take me a while to forgive or even forget that incident. I'm actually working on it. So I don't think as of now, I'm really a right person to, provocate something, or, preach something, or, at least answer this question, because I haven't forgiven a lot of people in my own life, which is, I can be nice to them again, but the hurt, I don't think it'll ever come down. So, yeah, I don't know. How many ever Art of Living videos you watch, or Sadhguru videos you watch, or any spiritual guru you follow and watch them, the pain is pain, and forgiveness is an art which has to be endured over time, and probably as time passes and you get new memories, then the old memories will. That's what I believe.
Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. I like the honesty with which you have answered this question. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, now we have the rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Yes.
You have to answer in 1 word or 2 words. Maximum, you could be allowed to answer 1 sentence.
Okay.
Okay. You love chocolates or ice cream?
Chocolates.
Strawberry, flavor or chocolate flavor?
Chocolates. Strawberry. Strawberry.
Strawberry flavor or chocolate flavor?
Chocolate.
Okay. Summer, winter, or rainy season?
Summer.
Okay. Did I get my first question right? Ice cream or chocolates I asked, or cake?
You asked me chocolates or ice cream?
Okay, cool. I'll change it now. Ice creams or cakes?
Cakes.
Okay. Strawberry or chocolate cake?
Strawberry.
Oh, cool. Now, because I was carried away with your question, your answer. I was still there. I didn't come back from there. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Now, summer, winter, or rainy season?
Summer with the AC on.
Great. Land, you would like to travel by land, water, or air?
Land, of course, every day.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. City or village?
Town.
Pardon? Town. Okay, cool. Thank you for adding that. That's an add-on and a takeaway too for me to add it next time. When you help others, do you expect something from them? Yes or no?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Oh, cool. Your idea of a beautiful day?
With no mood swings and when things just go smoothly and
Okay.
you finish your work and you're fine.
Great. Are you a good cook?
Yes.
Okay. It's North Indian, South Indian dishes?
Everything. I love
Including
to
all the Western and the Chinese.
Yeah, Western, Chinese. Sometimes you have to bear with the overboiling or under spices. But yeah, I think I'm a good cook. Yes.
Oh, great. Great, ma'am. Great. Can you sing for us? Would you please,
Yes.
would you please sing for us?
I learned Carnatic music for 5 years.
So please, if you could share that with us. A few lines.
I would like to sing a Carnatic song. Will it be fine?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Most welcome.
Gari sa ni sa ni gari ni sa ni sa ni sa sa ni pa ni sa ni pa ni sa ni gari sa ni sa ni pa ni sa ni ga pa ga ni pa sa ni pa pa ga ri sa ni pa ga ri sa ni sa ni Gari ri sa sa ni pa ni sa ri ga sa ga ri ga pa ni sa ni pa ni sa ni pa ga ri ga pa ri sa ri sa ni pa ga ri sa ni pa ni sa ri jala ja. It's a varnam called Hamsadvani. So yeah.
Great, ma'am. I'm like just in
Thank
awe. Wow. Beautiful. Very nice. Very soul touching. Very nice. Thank you so much for this beautiful song, ma'am. It's one of the best songs I've ever heard, and you have a lovely voice, and you put it across very nicely. It was very pleasant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, dear. Ma'am, are you a morning person or an evening person? When are you active, in the morning or evenings?
I'm a cat. I'm active in the nights.
Okay. So, like I'll put it this way: an early bird or a night owl?
Night owl.
Sure. You love salty food or sweet food?
Sweet.
Money and happiness, or only money? Happy. There are 3 choices: money, happiness, or both.
Both, of course. Both.
Very fair, very nice and honest. Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert in an introvert body.
Great. Oh, cool. That's lovely. Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am, the next one here, ma'am. Now we spend most of our time thinking. Now, when you're thinking something deeply, do you go into the past, or you concentrating on the present, or something about the future? Where do you live in your mind?
Either past or future, nothing in present.
Okay.
I think it's either the pendulum is like this or the pendulum goes like this.
Yes.
Pendulum is never at 12 o'clock. It's either 6 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So I think probably now I'm at 12 o'clock. So probably.
Okay, dear. That's nice. Ma'am, you love socializing or me time? Or both?
Both.
Both.
but I need to always be a social person. I need to keep myself always socially active. Otherwise, I think I am prone to, overthinking. So I have to always keep myself active.
You'd love to have fresh food, like fresh fruits and salad, or fried food?
Fresh. Fried, I don't like much. I like to eat fresh fruit juices and
Great. Another question here for you, ma'am, is like you'd like to have home cooked food or you'd like to order from out?
depends on the dish, depends on the item.
Okay, great.
Mostly I love to eat every day and probably order once in a week, or sometimes just when I feel like eating something I wish to eat. So yeah, that's when I order outside.
Great, great. Now, if you were given an option, a book, lovely book is placed before you and some nice music, and you are asked to choose between the two, which one would you choose?
I think music.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that. Anytime, any given time.
yeah, mostly because yes, I think the book with the attentive span has come down. I really feel I have the not like not just me, for the whole generation.
Yes, dear. Absolutely. You're right, ma'am. Ma'am, could you recollect the three magical words? Any idea? Which are the three magic words? You want my help? You want my help?
Thank you, sorry, and please.
Very good. Beautiful. Well done. Please, sorry, and thank you are the three magical words, right? Now, apart from that, before we say goodbye to each other and, leave the Fab Talk show for today, we would want our guest to give us three magical words from your side, from
Me.
Apart from please, sorry, and thank you, we would like our guests every day to add three more beautiful magical words into the world.
Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Passion. Passionate.
Good. Yes.
Driven.
Pardon?
Driven.
Driven. Be driven.
Motivated.
Be motivated. Okay. So our guest has given us three magical words. Always search for happiness and be in the pursuit of happiness and create happiness for others. And as well as the second one, could you repeat that, ma'am?
Passionate.
Passion. Have a lovely passion and follow it and give your best. Change your passion to a profession. Maybe that could also be. Yes, whatever you do it with passion. And the last one is be driven, be motivated. Am I right? So thank you, ma'am, for these three beautiful magical words, which will add on to the list of the pre-existing three magical words, that is please, sorry, and thank you. We are really very happy and humbled, and especially me.
Me too, ma'am. So much.
You've taken my invitation like so seriously, and you've given me at short notice. So I was feeling guilty for asking you to, jump into the interview and you give me your time, but you have done it, ma'am. And I love the challenge that you have taken up today. Thanks a lot. Stay blessed, and we wish you all the best in all your endeavors.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's nice meeting and talking to you.
Yes, dear. One last request, ma'am. The final message that you'd like to give us today before we sign off? A one-liner could be fine. I could make it easier for you. Another song, please. Another song. Yeah, please. We'd love to hear you sing.
Okay, I'll sing another swaram. Ni sa da ni pa ma pa ga ma pa da ni pa da ni sa ni da pa da ni sa da pa ma pa ma ga ri sa ri ga sa ni sa pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da ni sa da pa ma ma ga pa ga ma ri ga ma pa da pa ma pa da ni sa ri ga ma ga ri sa ni pa da ni sa ri sa da pa pa ma ga ri sa ma ga ma pa da ni.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a wonderful time, ma'am. Yes, dear. Thank you so much from the International Fab Talk team. Dear friends, we sign off for today and we'll join you tomorrow with yet another new guest. We've had a great time with our special guest today, that is Aishwarya Lakshmi, ma'am. And we'd love to have your presence in many more sessions that we have in future. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Nice talking to you. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, dear. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.